Hi, everyone. Today we're going to look at the poem Nothing Gold Can Stay by Robert Frost. It's a very important poem, especially in The Outsiders. It's only 8 lines, but it is a little complicated, so we'll go through it. Remember, this poem came to Ponyboy's mind when he was at the abandoned church with Johnny and he was watching the sunrise. So, in saying that, I'm going to read it. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today, and nothing gold can stay. All right, when we're looking at poetry, we want to look for symbolism, and we're going to start with the title Nothing Gold Can Stay. So, what does gold mean? When I think of the word gold, I think of something precious or valuable or forever lasting. I think of wedding rings. Why are they made of gold? Because it's a solid metal, it symbolizes forever and it's of value. So I then start looking at it saying, nothing gold can stay. Is Robert Frost saying that nothing valuable or precious can last? And that's what I start to think about. So I'm going to read. Now, Robert Frost uses nature a lot for making analogies to prove his point. So what is he saying? He wants to prove that nothing gold precious can stay, and he's going to use nature as an example. Nature's first green is gold. What does that even mean? Well, I started thinking about it, and I did some reading, and then I learned that when nature first sprouts, like especially in trees and buds, it actually comes out as a gold hue. So a gold shade or a gold color. So if you can look right here, this is from a red maple. Look at how the leaves are starting. I just went into my front yard. They're actually gold to start with. But what happens? That gold does not last forever. And that gold will change eventually to either a green leaf, or in this case, it's going to change to an actual red leaf. Now, her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. You start to see flowers on trees, but flowers don't last. They only last for a small amount of time. So that brought me to this point. Even nature can't remain in its most precious state. That golden age is lost. It only lasts for a short time before it loses its shine. So I started to think more about this. What is lost? What is a golden age? And they're talking about first green. Okay, they're talking about what are they talking about? Flowers that begin their stage of life. So really, I think this poem is about a loss of innocence, that golden age, of loss of innocence or childhood. To prove that, there was an analogy here about Eden sank to grief. So, what does Eden mean? If you've gone to church before, they're talking about the Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve um, lived in paradise. And God said, you can live in this paradise as long as you don't eat from the tree of knowledge, which you always hear about Adam and Eve and the apple on the tree. Well, of course, Adam and Eve did. They were tempted by the snake and they ended up eating the apple. Well, God kicked them out of the Garden of Eden, so they couldn't live in paradise anymore. What actually happened was they lost their innocence because now they have this knowledge. Okay, from the tree of knowledge about how the world works. It's a loss of innocence. So we're looking at here, nothing gold can stay. Nothing innocent, your innocence can't stay, your childhood can't stay. We're using imagery to say something precious or valuable can't last forever. And even here it says, so dawn goes down today. Even the golden colors of sunsets will fade away. Nothing gold can stay. So the main idea here is nothing of value lasts forever. We can look at innocence, beauty, or nature. Everything will fade away eventually with time. Now, if we're talking about a loss of innocence, we need to really think about um, the outsiders. Think about this. In about 5 days, think about what Pony and Johnny went through. They saw death, they experienced all of this stuff, and I'm going to talk about it more in the next video.